Man, you know what? I miss those. It's just they're so easy.
Yeah.
Caught him this morning.
Out of the creek? Thank you.
No.
Fun.
No. Oh, it's still flopping.
These were bought.
I don't think he's flopping. He's gross stiff.
Look at this.
Let's see how big it is.
I'm guessing 16.
Yeah, there you got it. Pretty close, 16.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Why does he have those bars on him?
I had a.
I think in the freezer. In the.
Okay.
I had a guy tell me one time he had some bass on a stringer. I said, "Oh, did you measure them?" He goes, "I've been a carpenter for 30 years." He's like, "I don't need a measuring tape." I go, "That looks a little short." He goes, "No." He goes, he measures it and he goes, "It's like 12 inches." I go, "Because I must be a little off."
I better watch this.
Here's the others.
Do you guys know what the size limit is out of the creek here? Because it was kind of confusing on the map.
Well, they can answer that.
What did you ask?
The size limit on the trout?
8-inch for trout.
See, that's what I thought.
And 3 fish maximum.
That was fun. Thank you.
There's some spots on Duncan where it called out, I think, 12.
As you go further up to classified, right?
Yeah.
It's a different section because this would be like a class, what? Is it the 4? It's not listed, it's class 4.
Yeah, here all the way up until the next,
The Bloomer
Almost highway
Dam?
the Bloomer Dam. Yeah.
I thought all of Duncan was a 8-inch minimum, 3 fish.
It was blue and red.
Because part of it's classified and part of it's not.
Is the map in here? Might need the big book.
Got it in my
Yeah,
truck.
the big trout regs would have it.
So what's the blue then? What's
Alright, chip bone raw. Yeah, all waters not listed is category 4, so that's what this would be.
in Irvine Park?
Yeah, and then up where it is classified would be, I think it's.
My knees, it's easier on my back.
And then classified as the 12 inches? Has to be
So
minimum.
Duncan Creek upstream from Bloomer Dam is category 5. 5 trout under 10 or 4 under 10 and 1 over 14. Duncan Creek downstream is category 5. Minimum length 8, 3. So there's just two split.
Okay, so that down here is the
Yep.
8-inch minimum, 3 fish limit.
If you were going to smoke
Beautiful.
that, do you leave the skin on?
You guys stock all this?
It's a preference.
You can.
isn't it?
You can. It's up to you if you want to leave it on or not. I smoked fish years ago and I left the skin on.
It's like Hawaiian style.
like-
Islanders like.
I like skin on because then it comes off the smoking racks a little easier.
It's like a little, it's like a
Yes,
piece of
the
tin
meat-
foil.
Yeah.
If you smoke it
Only one we
and
could
you
find
have the skin off, it's just going to stick in. Yeah.
We order 1,000 10-inchers.
Yeah. Do you want to do a tutorial of what you're doing while you're if you're explaining if you're teaching somebody what you're
Well,
doing?
I'm going through the rib cage. There's ribs on. There's rib bones on here yet,
12 to 14 inches.
right there, and I'm going to take those off.
Yeah, so and it's like that every year. You know, I call them, I place the order 3 months ahead of
That
time.
is a fillet.
About a month and a half ahead of time, I check with them.
Yeah.
The week of the stocking, I check with them, and every,
Right. Yeah, we're good.
The gills, sir.
Yep. See, I'm following the backbone all the way down. Backbone's right in the center.
You pay by pound or per fish?
So I'm just holding my knife slightly tipped towards the backbone.
Okay.
But the bigger ones.
Just kind of seesawing it back and forth.
Right.
Okay.
There's so many fish.
So we put 100 of the big ones above.
What makes you appreciate
Yes.
the delicious?
And I don't. I have never done it,
Yeah.
but I could hack it up enough probably, but
Well, and
be as good as what he does.
And doing this properly is the difference between somebody having a good experience with fish and having a.
Right.
Not so good.
No.
And I'll be taking the rib cage out.
Anyone who's got a license can fish in the park.
So,
Anyone today.
the weight.
And then I'll look for anything like that I missed.
Yeah.
Like right here.
It's yourself already? I'll see if I can find some.
This is gonna go in salt water right now.
Oh, salt water.
Yeah, Ron wants salt water.
That's fine, cleans it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just moved here. I'm used to salmon and steelhead. I know nothing about catching big fish, small fish.
So you know how to tie knots, you know how
I
to
know,
cast.
yes.
So you just need a fishing pole.
Oh, I have like a dozen fishing poles
You do?
at home.
Okay.
I don't know what to use here as far as
That's it. Right now, the bluegills are doing this.
What did we lose?
You set up like this. You can do it here.
Should I put this down? Maybe it'll blow worse. Who knows?
This one is pretty.
okay. So we don't have any fishing. Like I would still
Depends on where you're specifically for bluegills.
distance from the bottom.
Yes. Bluegills
Where'd they get those beautiful rainbows? Oh,
Frederick.
Like to say I caught them. Bottom at a fish farm.
And do you want to explain
Oh,
what on
okay.
your?
Yeah,
wanna do a tutorial
I'm
or-
cutting at an angle, and that's to keep if I cut straight down, I'd lose a bit of meat from here to here, so I'm cutting at an angle behind the gill plates to make my first cut.
This is the rainbow trout.
These are rainbows, right, Ron?
Yep.
Yeah.
There's probably a few browns in there too.
Now I'm gonna follow the backbone down on each side of the backbone. Oops. Flip it over, do the same here. Okay, now I'm going to cut through the bones. That is actually the rib cage right there, but there's bones up above here too.
You can show all the kids this.
Yeah, when they yeah.
This is like your test
But
run.
we're starting to fry them up now, so we gotta have fish. So here's the backbone here, and this is the fillet. And I'm just following the backbone with my knife. Now to make it easier, something to hold on to them, keep it like that, flip it over. Now I'm gonna skin it. I'm gonna go down to the skin, and I don't want to angle my blade into the skin because it'll cut right through the skin.
how long do you cook those gigantic fillets?
Well, I'm cutting them up into smaller
Oh,
pieces.
yeah, then, oh, okay. Well, that's smart. Do them big, then cut them up instead of dipping all the little chunks in one.
Are you just repeating what you did?
Yep, doing the same thing.
No, I just.
This is gonna be a training guide.
But
I gotta go back over this way.
Yeah.
I'm right-handed.
I'll tell you the story. Once I caught a catfish and we put this batter out in the other fryer outside, and oh my gosh, we just ate that up like it was
Yeah.
cake. It was so good. Oh my gosh, you're kidding me. Under 30 seconds.
On this kind of fish, it's almost better to keep your knife almost flat on
Like an even plane.
on a fish with skin. See, they don't have scales; they have skin.
Boy, it's too bad every fish we caught in our life wasn't the perfect size like that.
You doing rib cage?
Yep.
Now, if someone didn't know what to look for the rib cage, how would you explain it?
It's
a lighter, paler, white color.
If the head is here and the tail is here, the top part is, you know, where the back meat is, and the ribs are going to be towards from the belly halfway up.
I just thought, just in
Below
case somebody
center.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
How you would explain it.
See, now I don't. This is probably the first trout I've ever filleted out. Years ago, we used to just do it the old-fashioned way.
What was the old fashioned?
Well, we didn't know how to fillet years ago. It's not even ribs there. That's just, you know, that's the lateral line. You don't want me to cut this lateral line out, because then I only have half a piece here. I can take part of it. Put the meat in it. Like this?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay.
Is this a preference thing too?
This is the lateral line on a bigger fish. If you cut the lateral line out, that's where all the bad taste will be, if there's any bad taste at all.
Piece of fish.
Oh. The whole thing? Or you can split it with someone?
Shoot with bow though.
Up to you.
Gosh. Thank you.
It actually is going to split it in two, Ron, if I do that.
There is a sturgeon season.
If you don't mind having that.
Oh my god.
Just tartar sauce here too.
Thank you. Oh, it's good. I'll try it.
So,
Yeah, we love fish. Big fish.
two of them anyway. I'll build it up, honey.
Okay, so here's
Thank you.
Sure.
okay.
You want me to cut these out or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got practice for it too.
These big ones, those bones are a little more
Yes.
prominent.
Yep. So you want the lateral line out of all of them?
Yes.
Okay.
And then why, if that's left in, does that leave a bad taste?
Yes, that's where.
What is it?
That is.
Do you mean is it just the vertebrae?
No, well, it's a sensory thing. Fish have they sense vibration,
Yeah.
and that's where it comes from, is that lateral line.
It's got all the technology you don't want to eat. You don't want to taste the.
Yeah, you don't want that.
You don't want to taste the technology.
You don't want
It'd
the
be like
technology.
metal microchips.
That's right.
Or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Interesting. Okay.
So
Yeah, because I feel bad when somebody's had a bad experience with and they have a fishy fish and they don't know how good fish can be.
right, all
you
fish
fillet-
can
if
be as good as it will ever be if you take out all the bad stuff.
Right.
So disappointed. We have a little 7-year-old grand. Oh no,
You're
thanks.
missing out if you've never had a well-filleted fish.
Our little 7-year-old granddaughter, I think, would love this. What she's doing a Green Bay Packer
Beautiful.
thing.
Nice job.
You know, nowadays the kids
State
they
who
have
you are.
such opportunities.
My name is
to
Jim
do
Gunn.
So many things.
From
so
Chippewa
she
Falls,
would
Wisconsin.
love this,
Yeah.
especially seeing her grandpa.